How to use the word been in English. How have you been? I've been sick. Hello and welcome to English Speaking 360. My name is Josh, and today I'm going to give your English a huge boost. Let's get started. Are you confused when you hear, "It's been a long time"? How have you been? I've been busy. Been there. Been is one of the most useful and tricky words in English. Today I'm going to help you understand it. Here's the golden rule. Been always needs a helper. Sometimes the helper is have. I have been. Sometimes the helper is has. He has been, she has been, it has been. Had also can be possible. You had been. But been is never alone, so you cannot say I been or just been by itself. So remember this, whenever you use been, you need the auxiliary have, either in the form of have, has, or had, but never alone. Do you remember these confusing sentences? Can you spot the helper? In the first sentence, it's been a long time. It has been a long time. You see the S right here. It has been a long time, so the helper is there. How have you been? Have is your helping verb right here. I've been busy. I have been busy. However, the last one is a special case. I'm going to explain it a little bit later in the video. What exactly is been? Been is a past participle. Some of you call the past participle the PP. Some of you call it V3, verb 3. Here's an example. The verb work at the past is worked. At the past participle is worked. So the past and the past participle are the same for regular verbs. But for irregular verbs, they are different. See, saw, seen. Seen is the past participle of the verb to see. How about go? Go, went, gone. Gone is the past participle. Now give it a try for the verb to be. Be, was, were, and finally the past participle is been. So now you know that been is the past participle of the verb to be. Because been is a past participle, it appears only in perfect tenses. You can see it in the present perfect. I have been sick. He has been sick. Past perfect, she had been sick. Future perfect, you will have been sick. These three tenses are the basic perfect tenses. But we also have perfect progressive tenses. The present perfect progressive. I have been feeling sick. He has been feeling sick. Past perfect progressive. She had been feeling sick. And finally, the future perfect progressive. You have been feeling sick. In all of the verb tenses here, you have to notice that been is always accompanied by the auxiliary or helping verb have. Here are the most important uses of the word been. So been is used for life experience or visit. State with duration sometimes. For ongoing actions. Been is also used a lot in passive voice, conditional sentences, and also past deductions. And finally, some set expressions use the word been. Let's get started. Let's take a look at the first and most common use of been, life experience or visit. I have been to Vietnam. What does it mean? In this case, been means to go and come back. So I'm from Canada. I have been to Vietnam means I went to Vietnam and then I came back to Canada. I have been to Vietnam means I have visited Vietnam. It is my life experience. She has never been abroad. Once again here, life experience. Have you ever been to a concert? Have you ever attended a concert? That is the same meaning. Has he been to Rome before? Something you should notice here are the keywords ever, never, and before. So when you see those keywords, very often you're going to need the word been. She has never been abroad. Have you ever been to a concert? Has he been to Rome before? Super important keywords. We also have more keywords that can be used here: for, since, and yet. I haven't been to Spain yet, but maybe I'm planning a trip soon. We have been in Spain for a week. Now watch out here, this one is a little bit different because here been in Spain for a week means we are still in Spain. We have been to Spain, we went to Spain and we came back. We have been in Spain for a week means we are still in Spain. He has been here since Friday. Once again, he has been here since Friday. He is still here. Have you been to the new cafe yet? Have you visited the new cafe yet? The three perfect tenses are used to show experience or visit in this case: the present perfect, the past perfect, the future perfect. I have been to Brazil. He hasn't been there. Present perfect. The past perfect, she had been in LA for a week when I called her. Future perfect. You will have been in Laos for 3 days when I arrive. In the case of life experience and visit, we do not use the progressive tenses, only the present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. Let's move on to another use of been, state. Here I'm giving you two more keywords, for and since. I have been sick for a week. You could also say I have been sick for a certain time. So duration is optional sometimes. I have been a teacher for 10 years. I have been a teacher. Be a teacher is also a state. He has been busy for months. I think he's been working on a very, very important project. Has the office been quiet since I left? Has the office been quiet? Be quiet is a state. Since I left, duration. You haven't been happy since you got married. Oh, that's a common problem. You haven't been happy since you got married. That's a duration also. Be happy is a state. These three perfect tenses are used to show a state: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. Present perfect, I have been tired. He has been busy for a week. But you can also use the past perfect. She had been sick for 2 days when she called me. And the future perfect is also possible. They will have been married for 5 years next month. So this is to show you that for states, we do not use the progressive tenses, only the simple perfect tenses. Have you ever heard the question, how have you been? This question is basically asking you for your state from the past until now, like this. So, it basically means how are you, but from the last time we met until now. The most common replies to this question are, I've been good. I've been good from the past until now. Or I've been okay. Same thing. I've been busy. I've been sick. I've been stressed out. So next time someone asks you, how have you been? You will know what to answer. Ongoing action. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you is a great example of an ongoing action. I've been studying for 3 hours. I've been studying alone is fine. I've been studying for 3 hours is even better because you're focusing on the duration. Your face is red. Have you been running? Here we do not have a duration. She has been drinking a lot since she lost her job. Since she lost her job is your duration. She has been drinking a lot. We have been waiting for the bus for 20 minutes. For 20 minutes is your duration. We have been waiting. It is an ongoing action. We are still waiting for the bus. For ongoing actions, the perfect progressive tenses are used. All three of them, present perfect progressive, past perfect progressive, and future perfect progressive. The first one with the present perfect progressive, I have been waiting since 9 o'clock. Past perfect progressive, he had been waiting for a while when the train arrived. Future perfect progressive, you will have been waiting for an hour by the time I arrive. So here you notice, because the action is not finished yet, it is an ongoing action, you cannot use the simple perfect tenses, you have to use the perfect progressive tenses. Been is also used in passive voice. In the passive voice, the doer is unknown or unimportant. Here's the formula to help you out. Has, have, or had plus been plus the past participle. For example, my laptop has been fixed. You see here, has, been, and fixed is the past participle. Has Pam been fired? She's packing up her stuff, so I'm asking if she has been fired. Don't do it again. You've been warned. You've been warned. I warned you. You have been warned. That is the passive voice. The money had been stolen the week before. It had been stolen. Here the auxiliary verb is had. By the time you wake up, breakfast will have been served. You can also use will have been, and that is a future perfect passive. For the passive voice, the three perfect tenses can be used: present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. For the present perfect, the computer has been fixed, or they have been fired. Past perfect, the computer had been fixed when I came back from lunch. Future perfect, the computer will have been fixed by 9 a.m. tomorrow. Here you cannot use the perfect progressive tenses. Here's one more, conditional sentences. This one is a little bit more difficult. Third conditionals. The formula is simple, if plus had been. In this case, had been is the past perfect. That is the most common verb tense for conditional sentences with been. Here's an example. If I had been younger, I would have gone dancing. We could have saved money if we had been more careful, but we were not careful, so we did not save money. You will also find been in mixed conditionals. Here's an example. If you had been at the meeting, you would know the decision. Here, if you had been at the meeting, but you weren't there, so right now you don't know the decision. If I had been smarter with my money, I would own a house now. If I had been smarter in the past, but I wasn't smart in the past, so now I do not own a house. In conditional sentences, the past perfect is common, but you can also use the present perfect. If she has been careful, everything will be fine. You can also see been in first conditional sentences. Present perfect progressive is also possible. If they have been arguing, we will notice. First conditional also. And finally, the past perfect progressive is another option. If they had been watching, they would have seen it. That is a third conditional construction. So not only the past perfect is used in conditional sentences, you have three other options as well. This one is important. Past deductions related to modal perfects. Here's the formula. A modal verb plus have been. Let me give you an example. She didn't come to the meeting. She may have been sick. I don't know what happened to her, but she may have been sick. So that is a deduction about something that happened in the past. I'm glad nothing happened. It could have been dangerous. It could have been dangerous is a past possibility. He's all wet. He must have been waiting in the rain. He must have been waiting in the rain. Here you have must. It is a very strong deduction. I can't believe he's here. He must have been invited by mistake. Must have been invited. Here you have a past deduction at the passive voice. And the last use of been is in set expressions. So we have expressions in which been is used. Here's the most common set expression. Been there, done that. It means I've experienced that already. For example, why aren't you coming skydiving with us? Been there, done that. I'm not doing it again. I've had that experience before, so I don't want to do it again. Here's one more. Been there. So not been there, done that, only been there means I understand your situation. This is the first project I manage. I'm so stressed. Been there. It gets better. Here, been there means I have been there. It means it's happened to me before, so I understand your situation and I know how you feel. Been there. In both cases, this is a reduced expression. It means I have been there, I have done that. And in the second example, I have been there. Here's one more. A has been. Someone no longer famous or someone who is no longer successful. That actor used to be popular, but he's a has-been now. So he's not popular anymore. Been around means experienced or wise. Don't try to trick him. He's been around. He has been around means he has a lot of experience, so you will not be able to trick him. Remember the golden rule. That is the most important thing to remember from today's video. Been always needs a helper. It's never alone. Can you say this? I've been there. Is it okay? No, it is not correct. I've been there. Actually, you might hear that sometimes, but that is used only in informal spoken English and mostly in American English. So please do not use it. Instead, you can say, I have been there. That's perfect. Or if you want to use a contraction, you can say, I've been there, but never I've been there. Can you say this? How you been? No, it is not correct either. Once again, you will probably hear it because it is informal spoken English. How you been? But in fact, it is a reduced question. The full question is, how have you been? If you want to use a contraction, you can say, how have you been? Not how you been. Can you say this? Been busy? No, that is not correct. Of course, you may hear it, but it's very informal. Instead, you should say, I have been busy, or I've been busy. Because been is never used alone. It always needs a helper. Can you say this? Where you been? Where you been is also wrong. Once again, you will hear that from people. Where you been? But in fact, what they are saying is, where have you been? Or where have you been? But where have you been, if you say it very fast, it sounds like where you been. And that's why many English students are confused. Excellent job, guys! Go to my website for more practice. I'm sure you need more practice with the word been. And check out the other videos on the right-hand side. Don't forget to hit like and to subscribe as well to see my future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.